Hi everybody, and welcome to this channel, Freya's Crone. My name is Melody. For those of you who are new to this channel, welcome, and welcome back to my returning subscribers from my other channel. I'm grateful for each and every one of you guys and all the love and support that you've been giving me on my YouTube journey. So hit that thumbs up to connect with this video. Make sure that you leave a kind comment, if not for myself or somebody else to find. If you are not yet subscribed, hit that subscribe button, a little notification bell. And if you know somebody these videos will resonate with, go right ahead and share them. All of that helps to get me out on the YouTube platform, and it is very much appreciated. Alright, so this video is a general video, which means only take the messages if they resonate. It is a timeless video, which means when the time is right, you are meant to find it. It is also a love reading. It is also for the Aquarian collective. If you are an Aquarius, you have Venus in Aquarius, a sun, moon, or rising, this message more than likely is for you. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Let's go ahead and get started here and see where you, the viewer, or the Aquarius collective. I'm going to use you, the viewer, or Aquarius on this side, and the person you're connected to on this side. If you resonate with this side and you're watching this video, go right ahead and switch it, as it is a general reading. For the Aquarius or the viewer, where is your energy when you come across this video? And we have the Hangman coming through, sacrifice. So you could see the water is very dark. It is very heavily muddied. Like your emotions are very, very muddied. That you could need to sacrifice something. This could be something that you've already sacrificed. You see the rainbow coming down through her crown chakra, so there's something about the head and the chakra alignment. But what's really grabbing my attention is the emotions and how choppy they are and how muddy they are. So when that's in the upright position, that talks about you needing to see something from a different perspective. Something that maybe you need to sacrifice within thyself to clear out this negative, muddy emotion. I see flowers in the background, so those to me look like pansies or something along them lines. I'm not really sure. Definitely flowers. Let's take a look at the bottom of the deck. So we have a new beginning, and then we have passion ignited. So we definitely have October 12th could be significant, but you do have the Fool card, a new beginning here. So you need to sacrifice something to have this new beginning. You can see she's walking down a set of steps. Alrighty. Strong feminine energy coming through here. Alright, so let's go ahead and see the person you're connected to. December may be important too with the 12 energy. So the person you're connected to, what's their energy look like? Oh, we'll take that card. Okay, solar plexus. So the solar plexus talks about, well, it's the stomach area for one, but for two, it talks about your life force energy. We have 3-3 here. 1, 2, 3 could be significant. To me, this talks about sacrificing something within thyself, which talks about that emotion to what? Step into your power, to come into alignment. So you need to sacrifice something on an emotional level to come into alignment with a particular relationship. The solar plexus is our life force energy. It is represents the sun. It's fire energy. So the person you're connected to could be a fire sign or have fire somewhere in their charts. Let's take a look at the bottom of the deck. We have the Two of Pentacles in reverse. So you need to find balance. Balance needs to be found so that you can rebuild this relationship or rebuild a relationship. So definitely some stomach issues. See how the water is up to her stomach right here? I don't know. It looks like something, I don't know. To me, these kind of look like feathers. Something needs to fall away is what I see here. So let's keep going. What's going on in the headspace? What is going on in the headspace for the Aquarius or the viewer? Headspace for this side. All right, so we have healing fear. Number one, I need people to help me since I often feel emotionally weak and vulnerable. That's where the sacrifice comes in. So you're a very needy individual, and that's where that choppy, dark, crappy emotion is you feel very emotionally weak. So you're a very needy person, and that's what needs to be sacrificed, right? Is this fear. A fear of being emotionally weak, the fear of being vulnerable, the fear of I'm a needy person, right? I'm a needy person. I need your energy, right? With the solar plexus here, and then with the the Ace of Wands, if you want to say it that way, but this is the Wands energy, right? Somebody needs somebody else's energy. Somebody is an energy vampire here, and they often feel emotionally weak when they can't grab a hold of somebody else's energy. Somebody here is has a strong life force energy. So somebody feels vulnerable and weak when they don't have somebody else's energy to suck them dry. So let's take a look at the person you're connected to. Somebody has codependent energy, and that's what you need to take a look at. Intimate relationships interfere with my freedom. So yeah, somebody may have somebody may need intimacy, and this intimacy sucks the other person's energy. Why? Because they're very needy, very like this emotion is so heavy and so choppy and so dark and so like it's not clear. It's not clear emotions. It's heavy energy. It's like muddy. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. It's a muddy emotion. So what they do is they sacrifice all their relationships because they're very emotionally codependent. Because of this muddy emotion. I feel emotionally weak when I can't get nobody to help me. And somebody may be trying to interfere with somebody's energy, somebody's life force energy here, draining them, trying to drain them dry. If I'm not right, I'm in control. So somebody always has to be right. Somebody is very ego and arrogant here, and that's also something else you need to sacrifice. This person over here needs to find needs to find balance in their relationships. They need to realize who they can give their energy to, who they should give their time to, who they should be intimate with, instead of just opening themselves up. Because I feel like whoever this person is on the Aquarian side, they like to take advantage of people's vulnerability, and they always like to have control. Somebody's a control freak. Yeah, I must be in control. And if I'm not in control, I lose control. So they're always asking for help. This person's very needy. Very, very needy. They are control freak. They like to control people's power. They like to control people's freedom. What they do is they get on an intimate level, and I'm not talking about sex here. They get on an intimate level. Sometimes it can be sex, right, with the Ace of Wands. Sometimes it can be. So somebody needs to make a very hard decision about sacrificing every relationship that they have because of their control energy, because of their neediness. I need your energy. I need your sexual energy. I need this because without your energy, I am weak. That's muddy emotions there. So let's see what's going on in the heart space. So somebody needs to step down from being somebody needs to step down from always trying to control every people, place, and situation. Alright, so where is the person viewing this video, or the Aquarius? Where's their heart space? Self-worth. So somebody is learning to sacrifice negative emotions to raise their self-esteem by healing anger, by healing fear. If I can't control the situation, I'm going to be angry. I am worth your energy. I am worth your time. I am worth your intimacy. Let's take a look at the person who you're connected to. Forgiveness. Somebody may be asking for forgiveness here for sacrificing a relationship, causing division. See, there's that muddy emotion, keeping somebody stuck, numbing their mind, throwing a rock, hiding a hand. This needs to conclude. So you need to heal that inner child. Somebody is very materialistic. They're always playing the victim. They're bound to that victimized energy. They are bound to greed. They are bound to lust. They are bound to envy, right? And now they're playing the victim. Yeah, there's a karmic energy, a karmic partner here. So somebody needs to work on their inner child, and that is very key to concluding this stuck energy, this muddy emotion from throwing rocks and hiding hands. They need to stop numbing themselves and see something from a different perspective, or they're going to continue to stay stuck in these needy relationships. Somebody needs approval from their friends, their family, their lovers. Yes, they need approval. They constantly need approval. Alright, so what are some signs that you both are seeing? So step down from the anger, step down from being a control freak. step down from interfering in other people's relationships and freedom. Find forgiveness for yourself for being so damn needy, taking advantage of other people's power, other people's vulnerability. What are some signs that these two are seeing? Yeah. Spells, captivation, and temporary. So there could be a temporary spell over somebody's power that interfered with some sort of a relationship. Hummingbird, sweetness. So somebody could be feeling the hum, right? The humming in the ears, or even a connection with birds. So there's a sweetness here. Yeah, we have the clover, luck, abundance, and summer. So this talks about our emotions. This talks about giving and receiving. So somebody is a taker. Somebody likes to take. And this weakens the other person's energy. It interferes with them. It makes them feel like, I feel like somebody casted a spell over somebody else. Family, friendship, business ship, romantic ship. Somebody casted a spell over somebody, tried to take their power, trying to take away their power and take it off from themselves because they felt powerless, or they felt weak. Maybe took advantage of somebody's vulnerability here. There's a lot of green on this card. This talks about the heart space. Let's pull one more card here. Yeah, book, new chapter, development, unfinished business. So Aquarius, you could have, the spell book, you could have been using a spell book, and did casted some sort of a temporary spell to drain somebody else's energy, interfere with their new beginning here, trying to cause them to misstep, causing them a lot of unbalanced energy. But guess what? This person is seeing the truth. They are seeing both sides of a situation, and they received their tower moment, and now they're ready to rebuild their energy, to regain their strength. Let's take a look at the bottom of the deck. We have fantasy world, nostalgic, aching, old flame. We have mirror energy. Somebody could have casted a spell over a mirror, specifically with a fairy on it. This is somebody who could be having a lot of aches and pains, feeling emotionally weak, feeling mentally weak, perhaps even having pains in our stomach. We have the mirror here. Yeah, definitely mirroring something. Somebody could be very angry, but then again, we have the red, which talks about the root chakra. See how she's got the red on her head. Talks about having the courage to, turn the page, start a new chapter in their life. This is definitely somebody who is an old flame. See the vulnerability here? So somebody could have taken advantage of an old flame. They were very vain. And this is being mirrored back to the other person, how somebody is living in a fantasy world when it comes to their emotions. This is talking about the flame energy, the fire energy. Somebody is very vain here. And they live in a fantasy world. Alright, so if there was a conversation happening between these two, what would it look like? This could have happened over the summer too. We're in October, so 3 months ago would be July. Somebody could be missing somebody else's energy, maybe doing root work on them. If there was a conversation between these two, what would it look like? Please and thank you, Spirit. My mind and heart always comes back to you. Friendship, this friendship is leading to more. Wait, the timing isn't quite right. Second chance, this relationship. Somebody wants a second chance, right? With the forgiveness here. Please forgive me. Can we have a second chance? It wasn't the right time. You know, my mind and heart always comes back to you. You were such a good friend to me. You know, I sacrificed this relationship because I was so needy. I'm ready to step down from being a control freak. I don't need to always be right. Sometimes you can be right too. I know I made a huge mistake because I can still feel your energy here. I thought a lot about you lately. Will you marry me? So somebody wants to get married. I know in my soul we are not going to last forever, damn it, but I love you, my Mr. Right Now. Yeah, somebody wants a Mr. Right Now, so somebody could have taken advantage. And that's because they're very codependent. If they're not in a relationship, they feel weak. They feel as though they're losing control. They live in a fantasy world. This is somebody who is an old flame. And they want to get married. They've been thinking about marriage a lot. And they know they made a huge mistake, and they're very haunted by the actions, and they're really haunted at the fact that they damaged this relationship. So somebody retreated for a reason is what I see here. Somebody made a big mistake here with a friendship. They sacrificed this relationship. They sacrificed this friendship. Why? Because they always needed to be in control. They always need to have somebody's energy. Somebody over here is very empath. And this person over here wanted their emotions cleared. And whenever this person perhaps walked away, this person lost control because they couldn't control the relationship anymore. So there could be some lies being told here. Somebody could have casted a love spell. 2. Somebody is not very good at giving and receiving. They are very good at taking, but they're not very good at giving. Take. I'll take your energy. I'll take whatever you got to offer. Even if it doesn't last forever. I know I made a huge mistake when I casted that love spell. I know I made a huge mistake by muddying our relationship. Okay, final message from the angels to the viewer. Romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. So somebody is definitely feeling it. Again, somebody is empathic. A gift from God. We angels bring you gifts from your Creator. Open your arms to receive. Counselor, Archangel Azrael. You're a natural counselor. Many people benefit from your guidance and reassurance. Yeah. So I feel whoever I am talking to, you are very, very gifted. You have the ability. See how you got this spirit behind you. For some of you, you could be medium. Some of you could be a trans medium, but you're very, very gifted and you're very empathic and you can feel things. And because of that, there's a muddy emotion. So somebody has some negative emotions, maybe even a negative spirit attached to them due to a spell. Trust. The situation is calling for you to have faith. So I feel like somebody could have broke somebody's trust. And they know they made a huge mistake. Why? Because they're empathic and they can still feel it. And they're thinking about the relationship. They're thinking about the relationship that they sacrificed. Because they wanted to be with my Mr. Right Now. And they're very, very haunted, right? They're very haunted with this action. Somebody even could be casting a spell, using a spirit to haunt this other person, to drain their energy. Why? Because they are a control freak and they live in a fantasy world, is something else that I'm getting. Yeah, pay attention to the red flags, because somebody is being very immature. This is a friend who wanted this relationship with you. Perhaps a sacrifice of a child is involved in this. So yeah, because they wanted that gift, right? They wanted that gift. So pay attention to the red flags. When your energy is drained and you are empathic, it's time to take that break. Somebody is definitely controlling spirits to try to drain somebody else's energy. So it's like somebody is trying to pull somebody back in and say, please forgive me. That's kind of like what I'm feeling. Trying to keep them unstable. Right? So why that they don't rebuild something that they've been working on, and keep them from seeing the truth. Thank you for watching and have a great day.